13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Artists from across the country converge on Topeka this weekend for the annual Mulvane Art Fair. It is filled with art, plus music, food, and fun. Sarah Stepp is interim director of the Mulvane Art Museum. Welcome to you, Sarah. Appreciate you being here.
So happy to be here.
You have fun earrings on. Are those like handmade artistic?
You know what? They are. I didn't get them from the art fair though. I wish I had. These are just little cherries that caught my eye a couple of years ago, but you can find all sorts of jewelry and beaded goods at the Mulvane Art Fair.
I was going to say, which is a great lead-in to talk about how many artists are going to be there and what is the variety of art that people can find. Jewelry, obviously, is one.
Yes, so we have a big variety of artists. We have about 85 artists that are represented this year. Actually, I think at last count we were at 87.
Oh my.
Yes, and they were all selected by a couple of jurors from a pool of about 120 applicants. So these are the people who caught the judge's eye. And so they make just a huge variety of mixed media works, paintings, watercolors, drawings, photography, sculptures, ceramics, glassworks, all kinds of things.
What does that mean to be a juried art fair when you say they were selected from applicants? So I take it that means just not just everybody gets in, but then are they judged while they're there, or how does this whole thing work?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So in order to even be represented at the art fair, to have a booth there, they have to be selected by an external person who we ask to be the juror. This year we actually have 2 jurors. And so they look through all of the applications and they choose about 80 to 90 artists who they feel will just create a really vibrant art fair that year. So that's the juried process. Then we do award prizes as well. The jurors come back the weekend of art fair and they go around and make selections for best in 3-dimensional works, best in 2-dimensional works, and then best in overall show, and they win cash prizes.
So will the artists then select like something that they're bringing that's not going to be sold and that's what gets judged? Or is it like of everything that they have there, the judges say, we like you overall the best?
Yes, and I have done that job before and it is very hard.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't envy the judges this weekend.
But the other part of it is you can buy the art.
That's exactly right. That's what we're there for, right? So yes, you can absolutely buy the art.
How expensive is it, or is that kind of the beauty of this as well? You've got all kinds of things.
It's a range, yeah. I mean, some of the artists sell replicas of their watercolors for, you know, $4 or $5. You can find large oil paintings for several hundred or sometimes several $1,000s. So it just kind of depends on the space that you're looking to fill and how much money you'd like to spend. It's also just it's a nice time to stroll around.
I was going to say, what else do you have? You can visit with the artists, and then what else can people enjoy?
Yeah, there are lots of things to do. So we'll have some food from local food trucks there. There will also be a beer garden, and we'll have live music all day that's provided by the Topeka Blues Society. So all kinds of ambient activity going on. But in addition to that, we also have the art lab. They're providing, as usual, art making activities for people of all ages, super fun. And this year, the Art Lab coordinator invited this Kansas City-based puppetry organization.
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
something a little different.
Something very different. They're called Stone Lion Puppet Theater, and they're going to teach 4 different workshops throughout the weekend. They'll also be roving the grounds, I'm told, with a large marionette.
So people of any age can take part in that.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be a kid for that one. The Mulvane Art Fair runs all day Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sunday. Get your tickets online so you can save a few bucks. It's $6 to do that, or $10 at the gate. Will that cover both days if you want to come back?
That covers both days.
And then free for members or children under the age of 12. All of this supports the Mulvane Art Museum on Washburn's campus. 100 years old, almost 101.
You're exactly right.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it is continuing to pour down rain. We're going to find out when we might be able